3, make it the 24. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. The Bowl, of course, for many folks our age, a Pro Bowl always meant a trip to Hawaii. You know, they held it there from 80 till 09. And again, for a handful of years in this decade before the last 3 being here in Orlando.
And there's something to be said, no doubt about it, for getting to go to Hawaii. Imagine being named a Pro Bowler and going home and telling your family, we're headed to Hawaii for a vacation. But think about going to Orlando, especially if you've got kids. All the theme parks, all the great things to do, plus not nearly as long a flight no matter where you come from.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. Looking downfield for Jones. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. A second-time Pro Bowler here. This is the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the AFC has taken the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady.
On first down, Breeze. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. To throw again on second down. Breeze. Open here, Adam Thielen. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Breeze. Looking deep for Julio. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before half for Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't lure Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Landry again, the intended target. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now it's 3rd down. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Well, you know, it's hard for some of these guys to get on the same page because they've only been practicing together for a week, but these two, I think they're pretty familiar.
I would say so, right? You go back to OTAs, mini camps, preseason camp, games, the whole deal. They ought to know each other pretty well, and in an all-star game like this, key situations, you find someone like that who you know will be exactly where you think they're supposed to be.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1951.
You're exactly right. And that game was played out in L.A. in the same stadium where the L.A. Rams currently play. And back then they split it into conferences, the American Conference versus the National Conference. The American Conference won 28-27. MVP of the game, quarterback Otto Graham. Nickname, Automatic.
Breeze now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now the New York Giants star playing in the Pro Bowl as a rookie, Saquon Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Charles, this the 2019 Pro Bowl. The AFC's won both games that have been played here in Orlando since they moved it here. Both have been competitive, 20-13 2 seasons ago, in the last year in 2018. It was 24-23 the final.
Yeah, and 2 years ago, Travis Kelce, Lorenzo Alexander were the game MVPs, offense and defense respectively. And then last year, Delaney Walker of the Titans, their tight end, he won it on offense. And Von Miller of the Broncos won it on defense. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
To throw, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Intended for George Kittle. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
DeMarcus Lawrence of the Cowboys there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Kyle Fuller of the Bears up to make the tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least to fourth down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he will find his Saints teammate Michael Thomas complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. It's the NFC with the lead and the football as we start the 4th. Breeze now on 1st down. Looking in zone for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's not something that we see every game now. Todd Gurley held below 50 yards, and we are in the 4th quarter. Got to give a lot of credit. They've done a nice job of bottling him up.
They absolutely have. And a lot of times he can under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Breeze going to go on 4th down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Benardrick McKinney. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Counter. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Panthers' Luke Kuechly there on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. So again, it's Counter. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The Panthers' Luke Kuechly there on the tackle. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
On 3rd down, it's Counter. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well,
welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise.